And these guys coming in right here. They're the stars of the hour right now. Lens cap is on camera. You're good to go. Okay, good. Just trust me, you want to make sure you get these photos, man. Okay.
You don't need a mic.
I don't need a mic. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm Don Loud. It's great to be here with you guys. Welcome to what is the prelude to the YouTube FanFest powered by HP that you guys are going to have fun at tonight. You guys coming tonight, right?
Yeah.
Definitely coming tonight. It's going to be awesome. The first night, last night was spectacular. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Lots more to come. And also we've got these guys here. They don't need any introduction. You guys know who this is, right? You know my man Ryan right here. Ryan Higa.
What up?
Rob Nixon, what's going on? You kids are right here. So this is an opportunity for you guys right now just to kind of get a little bit up close and personal, ask whatever questions you have. Before you ask your question, though, just let us know who you are, what publication you're from, so you can have a record for that. And then the floor is yours with these two YouTube stars. So why don't we take it away? Who's got a question right now? Well, actually, you know what? You guys are still taking your pictures, and that's cool. How about you guys? You guys want to say a piece or two and say hello to the fans, say hello to the press or anything?
G'day guys, how are you?
There you go.
Good.
That's all we got.
I said, really? You guys talk for a living on YouTube? That's all you have for us today?
You're right.
Okay, so obviously you guys know why they're here. YouTube FanFest powered by HP, first of its kind right here in Asia, first of many more to come here in Lund City, so it's going to be something else. So why don't we get some questions going and get a little bit of banter going. It's a conversation, that's what it is. So who's got a question for either Ryan or Rob? I saw your hand. It's okay to go first, you know. No. Really? What were you going to do? There you go, Joe.
I'm Cherise. I'm from Hype magazine. One of the questions for Ryan. How's your nose?
Yeah.
My nose?
Yeah.
As you can see, it's like not quite going away. I mean, it's healed already, but I think I need to buy some scar medicine or whatever. It's definitely gonna leave a reminder not to ever play with swords again.
I think, can you get like a herbal remedy, like some Chinese herbal remedies out here?
Concealer.
Really? Concealer. Oh man, that's not herbal remedy.
And just for the record, my nose is fine.
Very good.
Cool. All right. Cool. Thank you very much for that.
Hi, my name is Jin. I'm from Himala.com from Indonesia. I've got a question for both of you. Nowadays YouTube is, what's considered as an alternative media, but as you're, part of your famous guru, you become acknowledged in the, mainstream media as well, like doing TV shows and then making these sort of appearances. Do you think to be recognized in the mainstream media and to be on TV is still a goal for you, or is it something that's just happening on the side?
For me, it's not. I've done and I do some TV segments in Australia, but I have my audience online, and from a cooking point of view, I'm getting just as many people watching me as mainstream cooking shows do in Australia. So, and I've got complete control over what I want to do. So why would I go to television where I'm going to have someone say, you can't say this, we want you to change that? So I like to sort of do TV segments, but TV is not a goal for me. The platform that we're on now, YouTube, is it for me. Yeah.
What are you?
No.
No,
I mean, it's the same thing for me. I feel like YouTube and the internet in general is the future, and I've always thought that for years now. So I actually, I had the opportunity to be on a TV show called Super Ninjas, but Nickelodeon didn't want me to continue to post and stuff because apparently it wasn't Nickelodeon appropriate. But that I ended up choosing YouTube over that because I feel like it truly is the future, and the only reason I would do TV or other things, is unless I have the desire to, or if I think it's going to push more followers to Twitter and YouTube.
Okay, so do you think in the future TV should be more like YouTube?
Should TV be more like YouTube?
Yeah.
What do you think?
They're two separate things. I mean, people are always going and trying to make it like that, they're competing with one another. They're not, they're just two separate things. I think that's where television or the old media gets mixed up with YouTube, because they think, oh well, quick, we've got to open a Twitter account, we've got to open a Facebook account, we've got to put our TV content onto YouTube, and it doesn't work. And then they go, why isn't our show that's really successful not working online? It's not making any numbers. So they're two separate entities, and you've got to treat them as such.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's two completely different arts. And I think, you know, I mean, a good example is like people will look at my stuff in the mainstream world and be like, I don't get it. You know, why are you cutting here? Why are you editing this way? Why are you cutting things so quick? It doesn't make sense. Why are you doing jump cuts, you know? And in the YouTube world, that's not only, not only does it work, it's kind of necessary sometimes to keep up the pace. But, you know, in the mainstream world, they don't understand why it works because the thing is, it's not the same thing. They're two different, completely two different things.
Okay, last question. Would you be interested to come to Indonesia?
I definitely want to go there eventually. My Twitter fans just, they go crazy. Every time I say I'm going to Singapore, they get upset that I'm not going to Indonesia. So.
Okay, so we should, any ways to arrange that? Can we discuss that later then?
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
thank you.
Just put me on a beach in Bali, I'll be set.
Yeah, take me with you, man. All right, and just going on to that question, because that's a very interesting point that you make, and that's one of the things that we discuss here at Music Matters and Digital Matters, that is. And of course, you know, Rob, you say that YouTube and the broadcast media are two very separate entities, and I think one of the important things is that you guys on YouTube, whether it be you sat here or anybody that's got an account online, you're able to be your own boss. You're not taking orders from anybody. Anything and everything that you do is you. It's organic, and no one's going to judge you and say, oh, well, that was edited crap there, or that was this and that. It's all you.
And it's amazing how the creative process is so much more streamlined.
Yeah.
And you can do so much more rather than condensing it down to this little sort of diluted idea.
Like when you think that what it must cost and the time it takes to be able to put together one of these, you know, massive blockbuster motion pictures or these massive TV series, and you've got gaffers and key grips and directors and producers and exec producers. I mean, how long are those credit lists at the end? And how, be honest, how many times have you sat back in a theater and watched every single name go up?
Every single time.
Yeah, right? But with you guys, though, with anyone that's on YouTube or anyone who wants to strive to be, you know, somebody on YouTube with the videos up, it's all you. You're all of those guys. Right? Okay. Any other questions, you guys? All right, you first, Doug.
This question is for the both of you. Were there any sacrifices you had to make in order to pursue your YouTubing?
In order to what?
Pursue your YouTubing.
My waistline, for one. It's food. It's got to be it. It's coming up. Oh, no, sacrifices, I think so. We just go, well, I can't speak for Ryan, but I personally gain so much from doing what I do because, not weight, but in terms of lifestyle, you know, I had a daughter that was born in 2010, and I've been able to be at home with her every single day. That doesn't really happen much anymore in today's world, like, you know, one parent has to go off and work and stuff. So the opportunities that have arisen for me are great. Any negative things that have happened are just outweighed by all the positive stuff.
Yeah. It's not really, I wouldn't think it's a big sacrifice, but I kind of gave up college. That counts. I gave up college and a normal sleep schedule. And I don't know, I just stay home a lot. So, social life.
Do you guys get to determine your own working hours?
I do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So there's no fixed schedule. You don't like go to bed one night and think, okay, so tomorrow I've got to be at X location for X amount of time, so I've got to free up my schedule.
Well, if anything, well, for me personally, I do it for myself. Like, oh, I'm gonna meet, you know, so and so here, so I have help with someone acting in a video or something. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you still schedule it, but the good thing is, it's, you know, you don't have to work with 100 people. Like, I'm just with like 2 or 3 friends.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm very structured. I'm very disciplined because when you work for yourself, you can actually get really carried away with, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Right. You know?
True.
So you have to be really, really focused all the time.
Okay. Fair point. Yes, you had a
Hi,
question.
this is from Gilbert Wire. My question is directed to both of you. Could you guys describe the process of making a video? How you make a video?
Oh, sure. For me, it's literally filming and editing doesn't take very long for me, but writing is a huge part of it. I think I write every single day, like literally at least 12 hours a day. I write a bunch of basically like crap videos, and then I just try to select like one good one out of there. So basically, most of my time is dedicated to writing.
Mine's quite labour intensive with food, so it's when I'm filming, it's live, like it's happening now. Like you can't just go, okay, well I'm going to film this part of it today, and I'm going to cook the rest of that meat tomorrow. You have to keep going. So I spend 2 or 3 days during the week, 12, 14-hour days, doing cooking shows, and then I've got to edit that down to like a 5-minute piece. So, like if I'm making a dish that actually takes 20 minutes to cook, I've got to condense that into 5 minutes and make it look like people can still follow the recipe and the process without it sort of going too quick, so people can still get it. So for me, it's quite. I spend an awful amount of time on it.
Thanks. Yes, darling.
Hi, I'm Estelle. I blog at Love You Long Time. I also write for MSN, so I'd love to feature you guys. Watching both your videos, you both seem like one-man show. And in Ryan's case, sometimes it's one man with like a bunch of wigs and lots of screaming and lots of sound effects. But do you both have teams or agents to help you? And do you read like all the Twitter messages, all the emails you get, and all the business inquiries you get, or do you have like a team that helps you with all this?
I actually recently put together like a little team. It's definitely nothing crazy, but I have a friend named Greg and Will who I recently got to help me out with like the special effects, stuff like that I can't do because I still edit on iMovie.
They hang out with you.
They just basically, they're my friends. We literally just hang out. That's like our filming schedule. But yeah, so it's really fun. I just work with people I like. And what was the other question? Oh, in terms of like emails and stuff, that's my mom. So yeah, sadly she calls herself a momager, which I don't agree with. Yeah. But she helps me out a lot. So everything's like within friends and family for me.
I still try and answer as many comments as I can. It is impossible to get to them all, but I go through as much. That's a huge part of it, is still connecting with people, especially with me, because a lot of people come to me and say, hey, this recipe didn't work, or I stuffed it up, can you help me? And if there's no communication back, they go, oh, this guy's not accessible. So I spend an awful amount of time commenting back, and whether it be through Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, 50 other social media things.